Hello, and welcome to my Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025 experience, recap, feedback, whatever you want to call it. Your boy is back. I'm here to talk about Star Wars Celebration and also open up some mystery pins. Got about 6 packs here that I was saving for this live, and I'll go ahead and open this live with you guys. Let's see who is in the chat. We got Star Wars Gazer saying late. Hey, I was here on time, man. What are you talking about? Laugh out loud. Um, but yeah, just here to give you guys, for those of you guys who are here watching live, and for those of you who are going to be watching this later on the replay, because I know today is Andor, and that's the reason why I scheduled it at 7, because I'm going to be watching Andor with you guys at 9, right? But celebration. So we take the trip, long flight. Um, at least my experience or my flight, because me and Tony flew out same day, arrived pretty much roughly the same time to Japan, but totally different routes, totally different flights. He left from the Tampa area. I left from the Orlando area. My flight was kind of weird. It went from Orlando to DC, Washington, DC to Japan. And I'm like, shouldn't my flight go like somewhere to like Chicago or Texas or maybe Denver and then leave? But if when you're on your flight, you get to see like where the plane is flying over. And basically what it did is it did like kind of like a backwards V, like a kind of like almost like a triangle. It went up to Canada, crossing over Alaska, and then it went down to Tokyo. So total 18 hours, very uncomfortable seat. There was a metal piece that was on the buckle, the seatbelt buckle, that was just kind of like tearing it into my back, and try to cover it with blankets, but it was just very uncomfortable. We got good to see you, man. Glad to have you back on the tube. Thank you. We got Victoria. What up, Victoria? Victoria, are you back? Are you back in the home? Yo, come circus. Victoria. What's up, Gazer? Not a lot. Um, but yeah, so 18-hour flight, got to Japan, spend 4 days like in not to, 4 days in Tokyo, Kawasaki, to be honest. And then we went to Osaka and then Kyoto for half a day. But we're here to talk about celebration, right? So, arrive celebration. It is Thursday. They started giving out the badges on Tuesday. We got there the last day. It is roughly, I think, 7 o'clock at night, and we get there. And what I can say, maybe it because it was the last day, Thursday, to pick up your badges. I mean, you could have picked them up anytime, but before the con started, it went smooth. It went smooth. I was really impressed on, at first it looked like a long line. I'm like, great, we got to go ahead and check into our hotel as well. But it went smooth. The only thing that I was a little bit disappointed in was the pins. So the Road to Celebration pins, which I believe this is one of them right here. These pins that we pre-ordered uh, did not arrive in time. I guess they were stuck in customs. So I got my hat, I got my badge, sorry. And but everything went smooth. Day one is Anakin or Darth Vader Sith apprentice hot toy. That was the day. That was the goal, was to get Anakin. So I could not sleep. I was trying to figure out, how am I gonna get this Anakin? Now, me personally, I hate to bug people. I hate to bug people. Um, I like to help people out as well, but I just don't want to bother anybody and them go out of their way to help me, you know, even though there have been people that offer, and I'm very appreciative of everybody that offer to help me, but I hate to ask and like be a pest. So I'm like, you know what? I want to make it my mission to try to get this Anakin myself. And sometimes, unless you got VIP or you have an exhibitor pass, it's not going to be easy. So I'm like, you know what? I went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning the day before, and I woke up at 5 a.m. So I only got 3 hours of sleep. Just again thinking about this hot toy. And I'm like, man, I never wanted something so bad. And if I could get it, this would just make my whole celebration. I don't need to get anything else. Like, because it's number one, it's a lot. Hot toys a lot. And this would be the W. So I'm like, cool. 5 a.m. I already took a shower at 2 a.m. before I went to bed. Like, just get up, brush your teeth, let's go. And this is the crazy part is, this is the earliest I've ever gotten up for something. Now I've done midnight releases and like video game shops, but the earliest I've ever gotten, I said, you know what, I'm determined to do it. So I got out, went to the lobby, not that many people. I think I saw maybe three people. I said, okay, I'm not the most craziest person, but cool, let's go. I'm going to where the queue is for everybody else, like the regular people, right? The regular queue, 3 days, whatever, one day. And I'm walking with this gentleman, and we're talking, getting to know each other as we're walking to the queue. And it's 5:30 in the morning. The con does not open till 9. So I'm thinking I'm crazy. When I get to the queue, my heart drops. I'm like already defeated because there was a lot of people there. And as I'm standing there in the queue, I am literally looking at every single square and counting, guesstimating 20 people per square till I get to me. And the number that I end up with was 650 people. 650 people in front of me, and I got there at 5:35 a.m. Now, there was some people that the way they line the queue is like they'll have a row like this, and then it kind of twists, this goes this way. So this was the first row, and it twists, and I'm here facing this direction because we're gonna go around. I asked the people across, hey, what time did you line up? We got here at 4:40. So I'm like, you're not even in the front, and you got here at 4:40. So what time? And I start asking around, and I don't know if it's official, I don't know if it's posted somewhere, but some people said that they lined up at 1 a.m. At 1 a.m. So that time that I took a shower at 2 a.m. and got my stuff ready, I didn't even know. Maybe I should have just put on my clothes and head over there, but I thought that was crazy. One, I thought they were gonna kick us out. I thought Japan was like not playing that. We don't want people in the streets. We don't want people crowding up the sidewalks or anything. So I was like, no, no, don't go there that early. It's not like the US when they do midnight releases. Don't get kicked out of Japan, Ricky. So I thought again it was crazy, but man, six estimated 650 people in front of me, and they said they got there around 1 a.m. The rumor, the first group. Now, another thing, again, I'm not saying that as a Star Wars fan, you have to wear Star Wars gear. 24/7. I mean, I am wearing the celebration hat, but this is a plain men's JCPenney blank tee. So you can wear whatever you want. You don't have to go cosplaying at Celebration unless you want to. You don't have to rock a Star Wars tee at Celebration unless you want to. But for me, those 650 people in front of me, I would say at least 30% of those people in front of me were wearing Star Wars gear, something Star Wars. The rest were not. So I was like, these people are not here to enjoy Star Wars Celebration. They're here to grab that Anakin and they're here to resell. Which, I saw I think it was BP. Somebody either he posted it or somebody posted it, he shared it. I know I seen it. There's a gentleman out there that bought like over 40 Anakins, and I was damn. So remember, 650 people in front of me. I think there was like 1,500 of these Anakins. So you think, all right, Ricky, you still got a chance, but we're forgetting about the people of VIP because VIP was a separate line. And then I don't know what happened, but when we went through to get our bags checked and everything through security, and we're walking down to another queue to where they're gonna let us in, I seen tons of other people. And I'm like, wait, time out. These people were not in the line that I was in. Where did they come from? And what line or what brought them? I don't know how, but again, my odds were going low, low, and low. So, you know, shout out to Josh. He's a Star Wars Celebration friend. Met him last Star Wars Celebration in London. Very nice gentleman. He helped me out because he knew how much I wanted the Anakin, and he was able to because he had VIP. Was able to go through the Hot Toys booth, even though he didn't need to. He had plans to go to the panel at 10 a.m. and he was able to get me the hot toy. So, I wouldn't say my Star Wars Celebration experience would have been ruined day one, but it sucked to wake up that early in the morning and not get the hot toy you wanted. So I don't know if there's gonna be any more hot toys releases at Star Wars Celebration, but now I know if they do something crazy, I just don't need to go to sleep and just do the do the line all night. So we got some people in the chat. Let's see. Chilling. Just got off of work. Um, Glad you made it back safe. Enjoy your vlogs. Thank you so much. Same, almost home. Malkif, what up, Ricky? Hope you had a blast in Japan. Thank you. I did. Hello there. What up, Mac Man? What's good, chat? Yo, Mac Man. Hey, Ricky. What up, Bricks? Sup, Gazer? Not a lot, Mac Man. You're gonna join our stream on Andor tonight. And what up, Ken? So yeah, that was the Anakin situation. Day one. That's again, shout out to Josh for helping me out. I did get the Anakin. You guys can see it back there, front and center. And I did get the Cherry Blossom Stormtrooper, and it was like, wow, a weight off. I was able to get what I wanted. And then again, everybody that queue. If you watch my vlog, that queue was crazy for Hot Toys. And again, I don't know if it just people are crazy for Hot Toys. I mean, I have seen Hot Toys go pretty fast on Sideshow website or just the reselling part of everybody trying to flip it. And if you guys see me, it's in the collection. I did the unboxing video. It's up on the channel if you want to see it. It is not being resold anywhere. So now I'm in. walking around, the bag's kind of heavy, hot toys weigh a lot. I'm like, and everybody's looking. And I'm like, you know what? I need to go put this away. So lucky for me and for some of us and on YouTube, we all stayed in the APA hotel. So it's not that far of a distance. Put it up in a room and came back down. One thing I noticed at day one, it was busy. Now it was 3 days, and I'm so used to a con usually being like 4 days. And Thursday, Fridays don't tend to be too crazy because people work during the week. And Saturday, Sundays, it tends to be crazy. But it was crazy there on Friday. And I knew, wow, if it was busy on Friday, it's going to be crazier on Saturday. But Friday, so Friday, I did have Hayden and Rosario photo op. I had Rosario Dawson's autograph, and I didn't have a panel. So that's another thing. At least Friday, for Friday, I was able to go around. But one thing about like celebration, you have to pick and choose what are you going to go after? What is priority? And obviously, the hot toy is priority for me, but I knew I was already defeated walking in, and I had to meet Josh because he was not gonna lug those hot toys around anywhere. So I had to meet him, take, obviously, uh take the hot toys from him because he was going to a panel. So since I didn't rush, the line for Hasbro was long. The line for Lego was long. Um, so you have to decide, and obviously I didn't jump in the Hot Toys line because there was no need to, but the Hot Toys line was already long. So if you ever go to a Star Wars celebration, and I think Tony has talked about this a lot during his, celebration talk lives, you really gotta be strategic on what you're gonna go after and what's most important to you. Now, it doesn't mean you cannot hit all those three or four or tops, and one day you can. You're gonna stand in a long line, and you're gonna have an opportunity, or there might be a chance that the items that you want might already run out. So that's one thing I also noticed is that there is no, which I thought there was, because I know Funko, when they used to do Star Wars Celebration, and when me and Tony went back in 2017, they will only put out a certain amount of the exclusives per day, which I like that better. I rather go to a booth and say, sorry, we sold out of all of our exclusives today, but you have a chance tomorrow. Then at least I know, okay, I need to line up early tomorrow and hit that booth. But here was, if it's sold out, it's sold out. If you watch my vlog, I went into the celebration store. I went into Lego last day. That's the worst day to go because there was barely anything, or at least anything that I wanted. So that's where I was the first day, was like focusing on Hot Toy, that I didn't run into any other line. And then when I went back to my room, I dropped off the Hot Toy, went back down, and then now I was thinking, okay, get Rosario Dawson's autograph out of the way, because Rosario Dawson's autograph was Friday. So Friday means anytime. But Rosario Dawson is very, it's Ahsoka, right? So there's gonna be panels. There's gonna be the live interview in the middle of the stage of celebration. She's gonna have single photo ops, and then she's gonna have autographs. Busy lady. So I'm like, when I got back, getting the QR code ready on my phone, searching for it, and then they told me I have to get a ticket, and I'm like, and then I remember, and this was back in MegaCon. So MegaCon, if you got an autograph for Hayden, from Ewan McGregor, or from Tom Hiddleston, you needed a ticket. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. You already sent me the QR code. You should be able to scan the QR code in the line and let me in the line to get the autograph. But no, you have to kind of redeem that QR code, get you a ticket, and they tell you, don't lose that ticket because you lose that ticket, that's it. They're not giving you another one. So that's why I learned about the ticket, and I'm going to talk about the ticket again later on. Not my experience, but just to give you others people's experience about the ticket. So I got the ticket, going through the line, not a long line, and Rosario Dawson shows up. I think maybe like she did the panel, so it was maybe 11, maybe ish, 11 ish. And the line was going through smooth, got her autograph, smiled, she paid attention to everybody. Like, sometimes you're gonna have actors that sign and they don't even look up, but she signed, she talked for a couple. It could feel like minutes, but it was mostly seconds. And then I told her that I loved her hair because she had blonde hair. And then I also told her I'll see you at 1 o'clock because I have the photo op at 1. So that went smooth. I'm like, cool. So got the hot toy. So then I'm like, let's see what else I could get into. Start roaming around. So I start filming. At that time, Hayden hits the live stage. Now, I didn't wasn't able to get a good video because the crowd around the live stage was crazy. And the way the layout was, which I did not like. I didn't like the layout because the if you guys seen the celebration live stage, it's in the middle of where the exhibit floor is, literally in the middle. It's a big stage, and all the actors come in, and you can watch it on YouTube, the live. So depending on who's going to show up next, the crowd could be big or the crowd could be small. Well, Hayden Christensen came out the first live. That crowd was crazy, and the reason why I didn't like it because to the left of the celebration live stage was the photo ops, and to the right was the autographs. So the only way for you to make it from one spot to the other, you gotta fight the crowd. And I had to go around, go around, go around. I didn't know at the time who was coming out until like I'm almost to where the photo op is, because again, I have my photo op and I just want to make sure I get there on time. I see Hayden. So that was pretty cool to see Hayden Christensen come out. Obviously, it's always a great interview with Hayden. Hayden gets the crowd crazy. But that's the only like thing of the layout I didn't like of the celebrations, the live stage, and then the photo ops. You gotta be fighting the crowd. Let me see here. Sorry, going on to the comments. Oh, I think I already read that. What up, Lewis? Ricky, we gotta camp out 24 hours before StarWars Celebration opens next time. Yup. Hot toys are so overrated. Whatever, Ken. Are you going to get the Slave One? For Lego, yes. I gotta figure out what or body part I need to sell in order to get that Lego set because yeah, I spent too much money in Japan. Star Wars good. Yeah, man, I'll be watching you guys, not show itself. La for la more entertainment. Yo, shout outs to all 15 of you guys on here. Appreciate you guys. Um, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the photo op next, but I got some of these. If you guys didn't know, these are the options right here that you could get, and there's two mystery pins, right? And this is the Star Wars Celebration mystery pins. Are you going to Fan Expo? No, I am not. Unfortunately, the only two cons that I'm going to next is ICCC, and I'll be going to Rebel Scum. That's it. Because I do have this year the weekend concert, the weekend the singer on August. I do have EDC in November, and I'm also might be trying to go to New York. this year to see my Mets. So yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So I got the two boxes here, or the two bags, blind bags. We don't know. And the comment below. Okay, these are the options right here. Let me know what you guys think I'm gonna pull. You got Mace, Ezra, Boba, Padme, Yoda. It's a drop. Akbar. I forgot who that other mystery is. The mystery chase. You got Ray. Obviously, I want Ronan. You got. It looks like Yoda's. I believe I seen that. It's the Force Ghost Yoda, Palps, and then Grogu. So let me know what you think I'm gonna get. Let's see. I'm hyped for LA 2027 will be my first celebration. Let's go. Yes, sir. I would definitely be there in 2027. If I'm not there, I'm dead or in jail. One of the two. But I will be there. Rebels collectors next week. I don't know, man. Tony's too busy, bro. Tony's a busy guy. And but I'm off, so hopefully we get a Rebel collectors next week. Sup, Dad? Hey, Ricky Jr. is on here. What up, Ricky Jr.? Any advice for 2027? I'm determined to go to my first time ever. So let me open these two real quick, and then I'm gonna let you know some advice. Let's see. Hi, Dad. Excited for LA. You saw the Mets blew the Nats yesterday. Yeah, they killed them. It was a football. It was a football score. My man Nemo. Nemo was going high. I think he had like 8 RBIs, 9 RBIs. Mets in first place. But not to be too excited, man. I'm not trying to get hype because the Mets have disappointed me for so many years. If this was September, I would be hyped. All right. So the first one, it is oh. Look at those eyes, bro. It's a trap. I'm gonna beat you, Thrawn. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's the first one. And the second one, maybe I should use my little trusty knife. But then I don't want to cut my fingers. All right. Second one is oh shoot. Oh, son of a is Grogu. Bro, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick of Grogu. Maybe it's all Disney's fault because I love the green guy, but they just I don't know, man. They do too much with Grogu everywhere, and I'm just sick of the green guy, little kid. I'm waiting for a teenager Grogu with the punk rock hair, purple lightsaber, because he wants to be rebellious. All right, so let's see. Any advice? So, first advice that I give you is make sure you have your notifications on when Star Wars Celebration posts on Instagram. And also make sure you're sign up to the email notifications through StarWarsCelebration.com. Also, plug in my boy's channel, Mr. Star Wars Sith. Make sure you subscribe to his channel because he does monthly Star Wars Celebration updates. I don't know if he's gonna do it. I know he did one now recently, so check his channel out. But as we start getting closer, within a year and a half out, he start providing information for hotels, um, things around the con, how to prepare it. The best thing I could tell you right now is save money. Save money, and I know that's like the I guess you could say obvious advice, but LA is expensive. One, and I don't know about you, unless you live in LA and California, you already know. I've been looking at some of the hotels around the area of the con, And geez Louise, I wish I was in Japan again. Japan hotels were cheap. They were small, but they were cheap compared to LA prices. Is gonna be, actually, it's kind of like reverse. So to fly to Japan cost me $1,300, and that was cheap at the moment that I purchased it. I think Tony got it for like almost 1,000 or 1,000 something. And that was the cheapest that I've seen it. But the hotels were cheaper in Japan. It was just getting there was expensive. Now, for us leaving Florida to California, the flight's not going to be too expensive, but the hotel is going to be the one that kills us because obviously, depending on, like, you could probably get a good hotel at a good price, but it might be a little bit further than the convention, and you might have to take a taxi, Uber, or rent a car. And I wouldn't recommend it because the Uber is going to charge you a lot. Renting a car, no. And then taxi is going to charge you a lot. And then there's traffic. So you will want to be closer, the closest to the con that's a couple of blocks away from walking. It's very convenient. Having the APA hotel next to the convention center in Japan, if you're tired of holding something like my backpack, I was just kind of like, all right, I showed my backpack off. I got my pins. Let me go get my side bag, put this heavy thing away. If you just want to go up there, there was moments during the con I went up to the hotel room just to chill or change my shirt because it was hot. It was hot in there. It was hot outside, the temperature. So you want to have something close because if you are a person that collects big things and you get like a helmet, a lightsaber, a big figure, a hot toy, are you going to lug that around the whole day? That's a lot. So, biggest advice is again, turn on the notifications on Star Wars Celebration on Instagram, sign up to the email notification, follow my boy Star Wars Sif because he's gonna get you right when it comes to Star Wars Celebration. And again, try to get a hotel that's within walking distance. Yep, I saw that. Junior excited for LA. You should get the Sidious hot toy they just revealed, bro. That city is hot toy, and now that I got the Anakin or the Darth Vader Sith apprentice, bro, Hot Toys is just killing it right now. Pepper, I hope I get to meet you in LA. Hey, same, same. Speaking about meeting people, shout outs to everybody that I met in Japan. You guys are all too kind. I appreciate all the little, swag that you guys have getting me and Tony. And I don't know how many pictures I took, but it felt good because sometimes, obviously I'm not doing this YouTube for the money. I still got a full-time job. I do the YouTube because it's fun and I get to connect with other Star Wars fans, right? And build a community and just it was just amazing to see everybody out in celebration and it was all through YouTube. Like I got stopped and I watch your episodes, I watch Rebel Collectors. Thank you so much. And people want to take pictures with Jabba, bro. That was like cool. They got to take a picture with Jabba the Hutt celebration. So shout outs to you guys. Pepper, I hope I meet you in LA. Video game numbers and that, yeah, bro. Seriously. OBP Kenobi, hello there, Ricky. Yes, tired of Grogu and his sack suit. Exactly. I'm surprised Neil didn't take over for Grogu. I know, man. What's up, bro? I love Neil. I would have preferred Orlando. I love Flow Rider more than Flow Rider than California. Is closer to yeah. I guess the rumor is that Disney and Ron DeSantis are beefing, so that's the reason why it's not in Florida. I would have thought it would have been in Florida because a simple fact they had the 40th anniversary of A New Hope, Star Wars, back in 2017, and that was me and Tony's first time going to Star Wars Celebration. But they did the 50th, and then now thinking about it, right? You know, Mark lives in LA. I believe George lives in California. Uh, Harrison Ford in California. So it might be a potential chance that we do get Mark, Harrison, and George Lucas. I don't know if they're gonna be doing autographs. If they do, oh man, advice number two: save some money. I don't know if they're gonna do autographs, but bro, if Harrison Ford does autograph signings or photo ops, if George Lucas, I don't think George would do it. I don't think George would do it. That line would be shut down. That line would be your whole day. What did you do day one in Star Wars Celebration? I spent the entire day in the George Lucas autograph line. I don't think that will happen, but at least if they show up, that would be dope. And that panel, oh my god, people are gonna be like reselling their tickets to the panel to be in the 50th. I can even talk it to be in the 50th, to be in the 50th anniversary of A New Hope panel. Man, people want to be in there. How long are you thinking about staying in LA for Star Wars Celebration? So I'm thinking about just staying like I think the con starts on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably arrive like Tuesday and to Tuesday. Not too long. Um, Not that there's nothing to see in LA. It would be nice to go around and see things, and it would be nice to go to San Francisco. It would be nice to go to San Diego. I know my girlfriend had mentioned that, hey, since you're going to LA, why don't we make it a trip? And I was like, "Ooh, you coming with me?" Um, and she talked about maybe we go to Seattle. So I don't know. It might be something where I'm in, California for a week and then probably bouncing out somewhere else or just coming back home. Hey Ricky, where's Tony? Yeah, I got that so many times. It was so funny. Like people were not trying to be rude, but it was like, "Hey, Pop," or "Hey, Ricky," and I was like, "Oh shoot, they know me." Next thing was, "Where's Tony?" And I was like, "I don't know." I guess the assumption for a lot of people, they thought that me and Tony were gonna be together. When we're in celebration, unless we got the same panel, the same stage, me and Tony are not gonna be together 24/7 because I mean we were together in the Tops booth I think day one. We met up at Top's booth. We were together for a moment in front of Hot Toys, but then he had the panel and I had to go put that away and I had an autograph signing. So everybody got kind of like their own thing. So one thing I always tell everybody is the expectation of all of us hanging out is not going to happen because everybody got different agenda, and I wouldn't want anybody to spend their Star Wars celebration with me when they could be doing other things and experiencing it. Because Star Wars celebration, you are not going to see everything, and you're not going to be doing everything. So it's tough, and you have to really, really plan. When information starts coming out more, you gotta plan like, you know, what panels do you really want to see if you got in? What exhibitors booths do you want? What exclusives? Is the store worth it? Because the celebration store is gonna be a long line. So do you really want something that's in there? If it is, my advice again, you gotta go day one because stuff runs out. You watch Last of Us? Hell yeah, I watched Last of Us. It was good last night. Well, not last night. Well, I watched it last night, but it was Sunday. But yeah, I watched Last of Us, and here's not a spoiler, but I did not watch or I did not play Last of Us 2. So don't spoil it for me. When Joel, oh, I almost spoiled it for everybody. So because something that happens in episode 2 of Last of Us, I did not know or remember that that was going to happen. So I was like, WTF, not daddy. But yeah, so I had never played Last of Us 2. So I'm going into the show blind. So some of you guys have played the game, so you guys know what's gonna happen. I don't know Jack, and I'm gonna leave it that way. I want to be surprised when I watch the show. Um, oh, sorry. What's up? Love the channel. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Oh shoot, I love the avatar you have here. You got the big M chain, you got the lightsaber going on. That's what's up. Victoria is laughing for some reason. Oh, because of the hey Tony. Yo, sup Ricky, great seeing you. Do you miss Japan? Yes, I do. Shout outs to you. It's Moosey. What's going on? It was great to see you and your son. I know your son. I watched your videos. Your son was having the time of his life, man. It was really great seeing a father and son experience at Star Wars Celebration. It seems like you had a great time. It was great to see you. I wish I could have seen you more, but I know you were you got to see Nubs, man, on stage dancing. I don't even know where I was, but I was upset because I was like, bro, I wanted to see Nubs dancing. Like, what the heck? But I got to watch it through your vlog. So thank you for sharing that. And it was nice meeting you. And thank you for the $2 Aussie, bro. I appreciate that. Going to Seattle sounds cool. I was thinking about just going for the con, but Victoria says she wants to go for a week, so I guess we gotta start saving. Victoria is gonna hit up every Sanrio store in California, trying to look for the BDM Hello Kitty. Um, Darth Chisel, what's going on? Who's ready for Hot Toys Dark Side Anakin 2.0 Artisan and the scope coming out soon? I'd love to get the Anakin with a scope. Yeah, man, it's pretty dope. Thank you. No, thank you, bro. Bruh, she's laughing. Um, by the way, my daughter loved the cinnamon roll with the kimono, and she loved the cinnamon roll chopsticks. So if you guys don't know, that's like some Sanrio talk. You know, you gotta be at me and Victoria's level to understand that. Um, all right, so photo op. So we're still on day one. Photo op. I got Hayden Rosario's photo op. Now, this is when it started to become a shit show. And I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the employees, because which I'm assuming they're volunteers, right? I'm thinking it's Reed Pop. You had 2 years, dos años, that's 2 years in Spanish, to plan and execute a con. Now, not being racist, trying not to be stereotyping anybody. For my perspective, the Japanese people are very organized, very respectful, and efficient. Look at the train system. Look at the way things operate. Everybody, you're in a sidewalk. If you're walking this way, you're walking this side. If you're walking this way, you're walking this side. You leave the middle of the sidewalk open for bikes, or they have their own lane. You don't talk in the trains. You don't use your phone on the train unless it's on silent and you got headphones on. If it says women's only cart, only women's allowed in that cart. Everybody's respectful. So I'm like, the expectation for me of the way the line was gonna run for photos, for autos, for the exhibit floor, for panels. I expected it to be A1. This is going to be smooth. And like I said, when I picked up my badge on Thursday, I was like, yeah, this was smooth. The badge process, they had like about 20 booths ready for you. Next person, scan your thing, give you your badge. I was like, ooh. And then we go to the Hayden and Rosario dual photo op. Now, my time was 2:30 p.m. Okay, con ends at, I want to say the first day, was it shorter? No, con end at 6. Okay, so 2 p.m. When I get to where it says they had lines, right? They had about maybe 4 rows, stanchions, 4 rows, each letter. So the way the photo op goes is letter A with 4 lines, long lines, stanchions. B, 4 lines. C, 4 lines, and D. So Hayden was at D. I go to D. That line is full. The line inside the con is full. And I'm like, Hayden Rosario, 230, group one. And they said, no, we're still doing Hayden. And then I see a line that's going into the line stanchion in D, but the line is outside. And again, I don't know, I want to think it's not Hayden, right? That's money hungry. Or is it Reed Pop or the Star Wars convention itself that overbook? But how you set these times and what I don't understand, right? Because if you ever been into a photo op, they are quick as shit. Sorry for my language for those of you. Hopefully there is no children around, but they're like this. Get out. Go. Go. So if it's like that, why the hell are we backed up? Now, we back up because a couple of things, right? We back up because the actor might be in the panel. The actor might be doing autographs on the other side of that long stage, on the other side. So, why is there a time? Because you could never meet that time. One thing I learned from, well, I should have known, right? Because my experience at MegaCon, I stood in a line for 2 hours for Hayden's photo at MegaCon, and it said, show up 15 minutes before your time to join the queue. So it's 2:30. The line is outside around the building. So it's a big convention floor with a side metal door open where it looks like it's the metal door for receiving package or trucks or freight. And they have people standing outside in a stanchion that's wrapping around the building. That is just Hayden's photo op line. So I'm like, where's the 2:30 line? They don't have one. So guess what? Me and 4 other people, we made it. We made the line. And I'm telling you this not just to gas myself up, to make up a story. No, I made the line, guys. I made the line. We stood right where from the side because the stanchion, everybody was coming in inside the convention, not the stanchion outside. We were not gonna go outside. We're not going outside of that line to be in the back of the Hayden line. No. So, right where he was letting people in, that was just for Hayden. We stood to the side. It was like 4 or 5 of us. And then people were showing up and they were trying to ask the gentleman questions. So, our group that was there, we were like, are you here for Hayden Rosario? And they're like, yeah, said back of the line right here. The line's right here in the back. And then there was some people that did joining that long line outside, but they were for Rosario and Hayden dual op. So as he was letting people in, he was asking them, "Are you here for Hayden for Anakin?" And people were understanding. So I stepped in and said, "Are you here for Hayden? Keep on going, keep on going inside because I'm trying to move the line now because." Hello, you're taking my celebration time. So, and I'm like, are you here for Hayden? Keep it going. You here for Hayden Rosario? Back at this line over here. Oh, but they tell us to sit. No, the line's over here, folks. The line is back here. We made the line. And then finally, so they didn't let us in the inside line queue inside the convention until the line was completely empty. So we're seeing rows finally end out, and then that's when we're able to go in. So I want to say my photo op was at 2:30. and I think I did not get in to do the photo till 4, so an hour and a half. So with that experience, and it's something that I've always talked about, and I don't know why I don't take my own advice, is that don't do too many photo ops and autographs. If you really need to meet this person, if you really want their autograph, do it one time, but don't stack too much. And that's what I learned on day 2. But day 1, that line, after getting my photo, it was an amazing photo. Like you could see I was cheesing, smiling. I had the Darth Vader tee, fire photo. But man, that experience with the line was crazy, to the point where I wasn't trying to be rude, but somebody had to take control. And I took control of the line because I wanted to make sure that the people that were with me that been waiting there for 2:30 are not jumping some other line and getting to the back of the line. No, we were here. We were here way before 2:30. It's our time. We're just gonna make our line here go through Hayden. So that was crazy. Let's see, let's see. Did you see the Mando trailer at Celebration? No, I did not. Unfortunately, on day 1, I did not get into any panels. Um, I didn't like the way they did the panel situation, and the celebration was very unique. I wouldn't say it will go down as my favorite celebration, but I really like the lottery system. And the reason why I say that, right? Some people are like, "Oh no, I didn't have a problem the way it is." Well, you didn't have a problem because the panels went up at 8 p.m. at night, and maybe you have a job that's 8 through 5, or maybe you happen to be off, but I was working. So the old way to get panels was you will log in. It's kind of like New York Comic Con, the way they did it. Again, same company, ReedPop. You go in, you put your badge number, because, well, the problem is they didn't send us our badge. We had to pick it up over there. Usually, if it's here in the United States, they'll mail you your badge. You have it ahead. Sometimes your badge has like a unique number in the back of it. I know you could probably type in your email or create an account, and then you click on the panels that you want, right? Hey, I want this one. I want this one and this one. And then I don't know if it was a week or 2 weeks later, they send you information and say, "Congratulations, you won the Mando panel on Friday." So at least it gave everyone an opportunity. And you didn't have to rush to the computer that day. They gave you a certain amount of days to enter in the raffle. That's the same way they did it for Funko booth, exhibit floor, Hasbro, Lego. Because when we went to Chicago, Tony won, I want to say he won Hasbro and Funko. And I didn't win anything, but I won the some of the panels in the main stage. So you had an opportunity to win stuff. So at least the way, for me, I feel like if you were working and you didn't get a chance to log in to get any of the panels, you didn't get nothing. Sold out. So the panels are part of the experience. So if you purchase a 3-day pass, if you're VIP, you're lucky. But if you purchase a 3-day pass, or maybe you just purchase Saturday and you're trying to get into Saturday's panel and then you don't get into it, then you don't get no panels. You don't get that experience. So that's what I want. I'd rather it be random, raffle. And I think they did a good job in the past of just letting you win something. Yeah, I was disappointed in Chicago. I didn't win Lego, Hasbro, or Funko, but I got into some of the good panels. I think it was it called? Episode 9? I forgot the name of it. At the time it was hype, but episode 9, they gave us a beanie hat that had the embroidered logo in yellow, 9. They gave us a McDonald's Happy Meal that said episode 9, because I think they didn't give us the name. We didn't know the name of the movie at the time. and there was actually food in there while we're standing in line to go into the main stage for them to give us the final title of the movie and like snippet sleazer sizzle trailer of the movie. And so that was cool. I won that, and Tony didn't win that. So at least you end up winning something. But nah, unfortunately, I did not see the Mando trailer. Oh, that is so sweet. If you know, you know. Haha. Ricky, are you watching Andor? Yes, I am watching Andor. Episode 1 was good. Episode 2 almost put me to sleep. Episode 3 was good. And I'm excited to see the time jump because, again, there's supposed to be a time jump. So 3 episodes. Where we at? We're almost an hour one. I got to get off pretty soon because Andor is about to jump on. What up, Ricky? What up, Alex? Oh, what up, Will of the Force? You're what up, Pop? Photography with Patrick. Sorry. What's good, Ricky? What's good, Patrick? Orlando MegaCon was the same way. Bad management of the lines, just like he said. Yeah, terrible. Japan celebration number 6 for me, and it seemed to be most unorganized, regards to autos and photos. It also felt like London all over again with the space and the line. Oh my God, London. London was a trigger, bro. London just triggers me. What up, Bryant? Just tuning in. Can't wait to meet you, bro. Hopefully in 2027. Yeah, man. That's another thing. I didn't even get to meet Brian, bro. You know, with us running around everywhere and probably the moments where Brian saw Tony and everybody else, I probably was stuck in some stupid line. So, yeah, my advice for 2027, unless Harrison Ford is doing autograph or George Lucas is doing autograph, or Natalie Portman is coming out of nowhere and doing her first con, I'm probably not gonna get any autos. I'm probably gonna just stick to being able to roam around the exhibit floor and be free. Um, it sucks when you have to like rush to get to something. Like, oh my god, I got this at 10. Oh my god, I got this at 1. Oh, I gotta make this line at 2. It's like, man, I really just wanted to. There was some exhibitors that I didn't even get to see. And I'm seeing all my peers' video, and I'm like, what the there was exhibitors that had retro figures. I think I saw somebody posted they had a gunship. I'm like, bro, probably stuck in some freaking panel, some line somewhere. I've done both signatures and photo ops for the big stars. I kind of prefer the photo op, at least it's a little bit personal. The signatures are just sign and move along. Yeah, move along. Whoa, didn't know you were working. Celebration. Bro, it was so funny because when I started controlling the line, people were like, my guy, you should work here. And then the guy that was actually supposed to be controlling the line and everything, he was smiling and everything, seeing me, helping him out. And I was telling him, I don't think he understood what I was telling him, but I was like, bro, I need that shirt. Because the employees, they had some fire celebration shirt. It was all purple with the celebration logo real big on the shirt. I'm like, and I think I want to say it said staff in the back. I'm like, bro, I need that shirt. Rest in peace to those who goes to Hayden autograph central canceled midday too. Yeah, bro. A a con noob. It sounds easier to mail the badge to our house. Yeah. Are you going to Rebel Scum Con in Dallas? Hell yeah. It will be actually my first time in Texas. So I two things. Going to Rebels Come Con, and I gotta see what's the big deal about this Texas barbecue. Okay. I gotta see the big deal. I need good Texas barbecue when I go over there. Man, I can't wait for 2027. That will be my first celebration. Let's go. It'll be your first, and I'm telling you, it probably won't be your last. You'll be going every year. That's why for autos, I'd rather get them at smaller cons. Yeah. So the auto, and this is what the reason why I got autos at this con was Doug Chang. Never seen Doug Chang do autos before and photo ops. So I had to take advantage of Doug Chang being there. I'm like, bro, this is Doug Chang. I need that. You know, I have it right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Look at that, bud. I need that Doug Chang auto for sure. And this was the Rosario Ahsoka auto. Yeah, man, I needed that. Shout outs to all 21 of you guys in here. I appreciate you guys listening me ramble about Star Wars Celebration. We got another mystery. Let's go ahead and open this. So for those of you who joined late, I am opening the Star Wars Celebration mystery pins to see what I get. I am hoping for the Ronin, and I'm the Force Ghost Yoda, and also okay, just do what you want to do, box and Mace. And no, Ken, I will not be burning the Mace window pin, but you get two. You get two, and so far we got it's a drop. Akbar, and then everybody's favorite kid, Grogu. So come on, Ronan. Come on, Ronan. This is what I'm looking for. That's what I want. Let's go. And of course, they would give me freaking Ray. All right. Oh, at least it's different, right? It's not the same. We're gonna open 2 packs. So this we got Padme, Victoria. We got Padme. So that's a win. That's a W. So far, so good. I only bought 6 of these, so I got 4 more to open. Let's go ahead and open up one more as I talk about my experience. And haven't talked about day 2 yet. uh, let's see. What did I get? All right. I mean, did I not cut it? There we go. All right. And oh, well, this would be a giveaway. This would be a giveaway at some point. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the giveaway today. You got to stay tuned because I got another Ray. Yay. And let's see this one. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The one that I wanted the most. Look at that bad boy. Woo. Let's freaking go. Let's go. All right. Well, that was good. That was good. At least I got Ronin. I would have been mad if I got 6 boxes and no Ronin. Texas barbecue is some of the best. We actually had it ordered for Christmas dinner. Whoa. Yeah, if you can't get a photo auto at a smaller con, do it. Definitely. I had Texas barbecue homemade and out at a restaurant. It is elite. Wow. Dope. What up, Ben? Hey, Ricky. Just finished night shift. Nice to catch you live and happy to see you in person at the APA hotel during check-in. Hey, what up, Ben? It was nice to meet you too. It was nice to meet everybody. And that's one thing, regardless of my experience with poor planning, poor line management, man, the Star Wars fans are amazing, bro. Star Wars fans are just I don't see anybody fighting. I don't see anybody arguing. I don't see no drama. You know, for me personally, and I'm probably speaking for a lot of you, we deal with a lot personally in real life, right? Some of us are, fortunate to live a little bit better, a little bit more comfortably, but it's a lot of drama, a lot of bad news. I don't even call it good news in the news. That's why I don't even watch it. So Star Wars is kind of like our escape, man. You know, we're going to a galaxy far, far away to get away from a lot of the negativity. So it's so cool to run into people at Star Wars Celebration. Everybody's so nice. I got, free little swag, and which I didn't have to get anything. Just a shake of the hand. Just hearing people say, "Hey, man, we watch your videos." That's crazy. Because I'm like, who the hell want to watch me, right? But that's just so cool, man. And shout out to you, Ben. Hopefully you had a good shift, and I'm glad you joined the live, dude. That's a dope pin. Nice, nice to see you got Ronin. That's a banger pin, yes sir. Damn, that Ronin pin is clean, yeah, bro. Look at that. I'm happy I got this one. Definitely happy. I missed the the warm toilet though, bro. Tell me how I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. That kind of like, bro, I don't know. And I guess when you sit down, it automatically makes some noise, or at least the one that I went to. And it was like, it was warm, bro, like too warm. Like, I'm like, you're cooking my buns right now. And it took me later on the second day to figure out, okay, I could lower the temperature on this heat in the seat because I was not ready for that. Ricky, aren't you upset you missed the panel discussion? The the 19th Ray movie announcement. Oh my god. Did you use the what? I used the bidet. I let's say I tried it and then like, yeah, no, no. It was a quick turn that off. Not for me, bro. That kind of caught me off guard. Meeting and hanging out with everyone really elevated my celebration experience. Definitely. That kind of luxury I didn't know I need. Oh, yeah, definitely the experience, Victoria. It was nice meeting you and your husband, Lewis, bro. You guys are cool peeps and definitely friends for life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you end up doing. You end up meeting people and becoming friends for life. Now, Victoria and Lewis, they just stuck with me, you know? And, when I find out where they live, they got a new roommate, you know? That's how it is. Okay, so where was I? Day one. I think that was it. I think after the photo op, we went to Tops. I picked up 2 boxes of the mayo. I think that's how you pronounce it, mayo. Boxes, and then we hit up an English pub, which was pretty cool. And this is like the type of experience that, again, only happens in Celebration. You got Tony, Jedi Lex, Victoria, Lewis, HP, um, Jungle Jedi, BP, me, a couple of new friends that we met along the way, and we're drinking. Not to the point that we're crazy. Okay, we're not alcoholics here, but we're drinking. We're buying some finger food like nuggets, and we're ripping cards, and it was amazing. It was a dope experience, and I was like, wow, this kind of like made up for the BS that I had to deal with in the lines, freaking line management over here to just getting the cards. And then I got an auto. I got pretty lucky if I could find it. Where is it at? If only you guys can see. I got cards everywhere. I don't know where it's at, but I think I showed it in my video. I did get an autograph, Sabine autograph, pack one, box one. So that was a dope experience. So now we're going on to day two. Now, day two, I did have a panel. Day two was Saturday. Oh my freaking God. Oh my God. That's all I can say. Wow. Now I'm a big guy. If you guys haven't seen, I mean, check my Instagram. Same name, PopTheBountyCollector. You'll see the photo ops. I'm a big guy. I'm like an offensive lineman, but short. I'm a bowling ball. And I was getting pushed. Like, man. Trying to go through the convention floor at 12 o'clock. Good Lord. Good Lord. What up, JT? Yeah, wish we could have met when we were in costume. JT, man. And I think I am actually talking about day two because JT, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Saturday was the day that you were cosplaying, right? Well, you cosplayed, I think, almost every day, but so me and JT try to link up. But so that day I had the Andor panel. So I get into the convention, and the first thing I'm doing is the Andor panel. So the Andor panel starts at 10, but they let us in at 9, and then there's a line to go into the panel that you won. But I won the panel in the streaming stage. So there's the main stage that you want to be at is the celebration stage. Okay. That's the main stage that's in a different outside the convention up level 2. That's where all the actors are going to be on the stage and everything, right? I won, or not won, I was able to get, because there was no lottery, I was able to get at 8 o'clock at night the Twin Sun stage. And then there's a Galaxy stage. So those stages are the ones that they stream separate on a screen. So I got to watch the panel in a room on a screen. Now they have the DJ there trying to get everybody hype. I'm watching the Andor, and the cool thing is that they got us episode 1, because I had a feeling with Andor being, I think it dropped, what was Saturday. So yes, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think that Tuesday it drops. Just a couple of days. I'm like, they're gonna show us an episode. And they did. They showed us the first episode and they gave us a poster, which was dope. Cool. But what I didn't tell you is that I had to lug. If you watch my pickup video, I have a big art portfolio. The folder, no exaggeration, it's huge. Okay, because some of the prints were huge. So I had to lug that around. So one, I'm very uncomfortable right now because I don't say I don't like to have things in my hands, but I really don't. I don't like to have things in my hand. I can put it in my backpack, if I have my side bag, and just keep my hands free. Because if you think about it, one, in case if I had to get a phone call, two, I'm with my camera and I'm blogging for you guys. I don't like to have things in my hands. So now I'm lugging this big art portfolio because as soon as the panel is over, I'm going straight to the art show. I want to get my prints out of the way, which maybe that was the first mistake. Maybe I should have did that day one instead of waiting for Saturday, which is the busiest day. So I go do the line, art portfolio. I know JT's like, hey, where you at? I'm a cosplay, so we can see each other. I'm in the panel. From the panel, I'm going to the art gallery or art show. From the art show, I want to drop off that big portfolio book back in the room to come back to the con because that thing is heavy. I almost thought about getting a locker because it didn't. That was kind of clutch. They did have lockers in the second level that you could rent, put some stuff in there. You just got to remember, hey, I got that stuff in the locker. Um, so let's go to the art show. So we already prepaid for this art prints. Okay, I prepaid for 5. I picked up 2 for Ken, and I got 3 for Toy Bills, right? His separate order. So in total, 10 prints. There is a long queue. And I'm like, what's this queue for? Now I thought the queue was for people that didn't pay ahead and are just trying to pay now to get the art prints, because all the artists have their own table with the prints there at the table, and they have some other stuff that they're selling, some sketches, and some of them are putting out, day 1, this is what I got, day 2, some type of exclusive for you to come back to the table every day. But no, that line was for you to show you them the email so they could and the order number so they could look up your order, either handwrite what you ordered, or and there's one guy that just I guess he's the cool guy. He's the only one that had the printer. So he was able to print nice professionally your order, while the other people handwritten your order to see. And then you take that piece of paper and go to each artist so they could check off, write off, scratch off, and give you the print. So when I get there, I ask them, is there any prints available for purchase? They tell me no, all prints are sold out. I was like, damn, okay, cool. I know it was, I think maybe 150 prints available at the con, something like that, only 150. So I knew it was a small amount. I was like, damn, they must have sold out pretty fast on Friday. So I'm not the only one that loves art. Cool. I'm happy for them because I'm happy for the artists, right? They got to sell their prints. Cool. So I go, I'm lugging this big, huge portfolio around, getting my prints, getting all my other friends' prints, saying hi to the artist, trying to film. Cool. Do all this stuff. And then I'm out. I try to go put my stuff away. I come back. Now, rough time. I think what was I trying to do? Did I have my photo? I don't know if I had my photo or maybe I just stopped to go get something to eat, take advantage of the time because lugging this thing, rushing back and forth, and also trying to hit up JT. Where you at? Where you at? The signal, get things late. We couldn't link up. Cool. Now I'm gonna go to Doug Chang's to get my auto. I'm like, gotta remember, Doug Chang, you gotta get the auto. You gotta get the auto. It's for Saturday. Cool. It is now 2:30 in the afternoon. I go to Doug Chang, line is empty. No Doug Chang at the table. I'm like, okay. And I see that his sign is flipped. So I'm thinking, I've been in this boat situation before. Lunch break, maybe he's in a panel, maybe he has a photo op, he'll be back later. Cool. Not a big deal. But when I go ahead and to look at the sign that's flipped, it says sold out. And I'm like, but I pre-purchase an autograph for Saturday. How is it sold out? What? Again, now I'm going to go to the information area right in front of the autograph area. And I'm like, Doug Chang says sold out. Yeah, he sold out. And I'm like, but I have an autograph for Saturday. Oh, he sold out. He's sold out. I'm like, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Oh, he's done for the day. I said, so that's it. They're done. Like the artist kind of makes their own time. Like, oh, it's two o'clock. I'm done for the day. And he's like, well, they have panels, photo ops, and other things. And I'm like, okay, but I paid for this. And she tells me, oh, but you could come back tomorrow. I said, so this is gonna work for tomorrow, even though it says Saturday. She goes, yes, it will work for tomorrow. So that was my situation with Doug Chang. So I didn't get the auto on Saturday. Obviously, spoiler, I did get the auto on Sunday. And now I'm going to get the father and son dual photo op. And the same thing happens. It was just but this time I wasn't trying to be line leader. After having that experience with the Hayden and Rosario duel, I wasn't making a line. I wasn't no. What I learned is like, okay, cool. You guys are still on tomorrow because tomorrow's line was long and they were backed up. And I'm like, same story again, different day, backed up. So I said, okay, cool. I'm just gonna come back late. So I start filming cosplayers going around. Thought about getting into the Lego booth. Should have probably got into the Lego booth day 2, but I didn't because again, I didn't want to be stuck somewhere and then I have to go get this photo op. And that's the thing where I say, unless it's somebody that you truly like, dang, I cannot get them at a small con. Dang, this is the first time they ever done photo ops. If you could avoid it, just avoid it because it kind of takes too much of your time and you have to worry about, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get this, or I gotta be there, or I'm gonna lose it. Like I'd rather just be free and not worry about that and being able to meet people like you guys, take more photos, record more cosplay, see more exhibitors. So yeah, it was a rough Saturday. And to be honest with you, as soon as I got my photo with Tamara and Daniel Logan, I was out. I cut day two early. And even to the point where I went back up to my hotel room and I think it was 4 o'clock. The con ends at 6. So I left like 2 hours early. It could have been 2 more hours of content recording. It could have been 2 more hours that I could have went to the exhibit floor and look at other, exhibitors' booths. But I was done. Lugging that portfolio around, standing in that long line for the artists to show that I purchased, going to all the tables to get 10 prints. Disappointed with Doug Chang not getting the auto that Saturday. Long tomorrow line. I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm gonna go up to the hotel. I'm gonna edit my day one video because I didn't even get my day one out. I'm just gonna relax, maybe take a nap, and then eat dinner later. So day two, I definitely could say was not my best day out of celebration. It was really tough. Let's see, where was I? Where was I? Meeting and hanging out. I already read that one. Besties for the resties. They stuck with you, bounty guy. That's funny. Yes, sir. Star Wars Celebration fans. Hands yellow, heart red. Who got nuggets? Who got nuggets? I got nuggets. Ricky, send them clips. They'll hire you for LA. Maybe. Yeah, I wish we could have met. Yeah, day one was random Jedi. Made it in the closing ceremonies vid. That what nice. And day two, Star Killer. Definitely, that was hot. Do you think you're going for VI? Oh, 100%. I heard Tony's getting no matter what. Yep, resale price. So Neville, what's up? Neville in the building. So yeah, day two was not necessarily the best. And yes, I need to get VIP. So me and Tony had VIP for Anaheim. That was the first time we ever got VIP resale. No, we didn't win it. We didn't get. We're fortunately not lucky to get to purchase, so we had to buy aftermarket. And then same thing for London. And but this year that you know we didn't get VIP and we didn't purchase aftermarket prices for VIP because usually they're like 1,000, 1,200, 1,300. We already paying 1,000, 1,300 for the flight, and then we're already paying for all the hotels, and now another 13, 14, 1,500 just to have VIP was a little bit too much. But after what I experienced this year, yeah, once you have VIP, you can't go back. You can't go back. VIP, it, even though it's a lot, it saves a lot of time because their VIP line for autos. There's VIP lines for anything for the celebration store to get in early for the panels. What else is VIP lines for? I don't think they have VIP line for exhibitors, like exhibitor booths. But VIPs, they got a lounge. Like it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. So I gotta do that. I think if I had VIP this year, a lot of my rants and complaints probably would have been less. I probably would have had a better experience, um, for sure. Uh, how did you feel when they announced LA and not Florida? I really didn't have a problem with it. I really wish it was back in Florida. I was like, damn, man. When they say LA again, I was like, man, California again. But you know, uh, I get it. It's California. A lot of the actors live there, so automatically I started thinking like, oh, they're gonna get a lot of big stars for the 50th anniversary. They're gonna do it big. And then I saw the logo, very nice, clean, that gold trimming everywhere. I was like, okay, that was dope. Maybe we'll get the next one in Florida, and I could just sleep in my bed and drive to the convention center every day. Bro, you walked out with the best two hot toys. You for sure got a W. Yeah, man. For sure, like, overall, at the end of the day, I got to go to Japan. I got to go to Star Wars Celebration. I got to meet a lot of you guys. I got the hot toys. So it's like, wham, 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 Ricky, you over here crying like a baby. I'm not. Just I've been to so many cons in my life that yeah, it could have been ran a little bit better and given some people that this is their first con experience, a better experience. It's one of those things that I know about cons that I'm like, damn, bro, you guys should have done better because to travel, some people were traveling far, far. Some people were only able to go to Saturday or Saturday and Sunday or just Friday and Sunday and didn't have a Saturday pass. And to give them that experience, that's not good. Yeah, we're thinking about going VIP as well. Seems like a huge time saver. It is, man. Let's not speak about Hot Toys. Do you and Tony get early access to get VIP in the years follow for Anaheim? And if that's only available to persons who actually bought them directly from Repop. No, no, you get early access. A VIP pass is a VIP pass. But early access to purchase VIP? No, we because those are the people that if your email was associated by purchasing exactly from ReadPop, and I learned that the hard way because I'm not gonna mention my friend's name, but my friend happened to have the link that gave you the access to purchase the VIP for MegaCon this past year, right? Is like here you go because they knew my story. Last year, my ankles were hurting for standing in lines forever. So they're like, yo, I got the link for VIP because he purchased VIP. So he sent me the link. I went through, made the purchase, boom, 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 gave him my money. Success. I finally got VIP at MegaCon. 2 months later, 2 months later, I get an email that you are going to be refunded because the email that you used to purchase the VIP does not match the emails from last year's VIP for MegaCon. So the same thing, uh we're not going to get the special link to purchase VIP badges for celebration unless you have did that before with your email. You're just gonna have to wait. But if you purchase a badge aftermarket, it doesn't matter because that badge is VIP. Is VIP. You get in early access, whatever VIP gets in. Best part about VIP is first couple rows for panels and going to Celebration Store the night before everyone else. Definitely worth the price, but yeah, the lines weren't handled well. Yes, definitely. Neville knows. Neville was had VIP and definitely going to the Celebration Store the night before everybody else. You got to see everything, get everything that you want, get it out of the way. Don't need to carry it because it's the night before. You made your purchase, you take it up to your room. So definitely need to get VIP. So that's it. That was day two. And so let me go ahead and open up. I am opening up these mystery pins that I bought at the Celebration Store. Shout out to Neville. And Got two mysteries right here. So I already got the Ronin, the one that I really, really wanted. And then the second thing that I want is that Yoda mystery, which it's a shape of Yoda, and I believe it's a Force Ghost Yoda. And I end up getting, oh, Padme. I got another Padme pin. Hey, Victoria, did you get any mystery pins, Victoria? Or Lewis, want to do a trade if you don't got Padme? Shout outs to all 29 of you in here, bro. I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys. And then, oh, it's a trap. I got Akbar again. Oh, man. So two Akbars, two Padmes, two Rays, and one Ronin. Oh, man. Oh, man. The attack of the doubles. All right. So day three. We're cooking it last day. What did I do day three? So day three, um, I got into the vision panel. So I had the vision panel, but the vision panel was for the Twin Sun stage again. So I didn't get the main stage. But shout out to Tony. Tony got the main stage for Vision, and he's like, "Bro, I'm not going to the Vision panel." So Tony hooked it up, and I finally got to get inside the celebration stage, and that was dope. We got to see a little bit, like little parts of an episode of Visions. We got to see some of the characters that are going to be in Visions. All the producers came out for each episode. We got a Vision pin, which I thought I had here somewhere. Oh, we got a Vision pin. I thought I was gonna get a poster because in London we got a Vision 2 poster. So that was dope. And so then after that, I know I had to go to Doug Chang and I had to get my photo op with Rosario and Ashley, the duel for Ahsoka. So those were like, okay, I gotta get those, but obviously the dual Ahsoka photo op was not until later. Sunday is a shorter day, so my photo op was for 2:30. The con ends at 4. So just think about the time. 2:30 is the time for the photo op. The con ends at 4. Yeah. So whatever. Go through long line for Doug Chang. Was able to get Doug Chang's autograph. No problems. He liked the plaque. He was very nice. I thanked him for just his artwork and his visions and stuff like that. And cool, got that done. I was able to go into the Lego booth. The Lego booth didn't have anything, so my biggest advice, don't wait for the last day. But if you guys seen my day one, you guys, not seen, but you could see in the channel, but you heard about my day one, you heard about my day two, you knew I could not throw standing in Lego line in any of those days. Maybe possibly day two, because I left early, but after dealing with all the stuff that I had to deal with, I was just done for the day. Um, and also I was like already 9 days in Japan. Very tiring. I love Japan, miss Japan. Would go in a heartbeat to Japan, but your boy's body was not physically ready for Japan because you gotta walk. So, an advice if you're going to Japan, start walking. Start walking. Start taking some steps. Uh, if you want to practice, go outside every day for about an hour and just stand in the spot where your arm like this for an hour. That's you in the train. Get used to being in the train. But anyways, so got the Doug Chang auto. I went into Lego. Lego didn't have anything. And so it's kind of disappointing. I mean, they had stuff, but your boy already has it. Like they had the Onyx Cinder, They had the Y-wing with Captain Rex. I already have those, but I wanted the Lego. Um, it was the Lego Celebration kind of like little plate that you put on Legos, and but you needed to spend a certain amount. So I bought like 7 keychains just to get that. So at least I got it. But yeah, it was kind of disappointing. I was like, dang, they ran out of everything. And Lego didn't even go to Hasbro. Really didn't go to Hasbro. I should have went to at least film Hasbro. But again, it felt like I had to run around everywhere. What else was going on? Did a lot of filming. I knew that since I cut day 2, I was like, bro, I gotta start seeing these cosplay and cosplay in Japan. You guys did it. So for the 25 people watching, if you cosplayed in Star Wars Celebration, you did it. You killed it. For the people that are watching it in replay, you did it. You killed it. I had to say, you know what? This is the last day. I got to go around and film anybody that's cosplaying because there were some great ones out there. Great ones. Um, so went around. I did go into Hot Toys, he, just to see the booth. Obviously, they had some Hot Toys available, but not the ones that everybody wanted. Those were all gone. But it was just so funny to go into a big, huge like this booth was massive, and just to see empty shelves because they really hit those booths really like bad. All those little plushy, cute things that Hot Toys were selling, all those were still available. But you know, I believe the Urso one was still available. Ken told me there was a like a snow trooper that I got to go back and watch my video. That's the thing. Sometimes like I'm recording like this, but I'm also looking. So sometimes I miss something that's in my video, and my girlfriend is always the person that pointed out, and Tony, like, bro, you saw this is right there. You recorded it. And then they had the Darth Maul was still available. But obviously, I was not buying no more Hot Toys. Most of my funds went to the 2 Hot Toys, and then I didn't have any space. I was trying to figure out where the heck if I'm gonna leave a box back or something, but that's a different story when it comes to packaging everything back home. Um, so it's roughly like 2 o'clock, and everybody's getting ready to go into the closing ceremonies, right? And you either could be at the live stage, you could be at the celebration stage, or you could be at any of the streaming stage, and they're going into every stage. Cameras getting hyped. They're playing a video of kind of like the final highlights of all the celebration, and I'm watching this from afar because let's rewind it back. The photo op is at 2:30. The con ends at 4. Do you think we finished at 4? Let me hear let me hear you guys guess if we finish at 4. Let's see where I'm at. That's good to info to know. I was thinking maybe we could just pay resale price for 2027 and then we would get the early access link for the following year to pay retail price. Nah, that's not how it works. Sound like it doesn't work that way though. No, it does not. I didn't get anything. I find something to trade though. Oh shoot. Nah, it seems linked to the original purchase. Yep. Did you get any pins from the Tops booth? No, I did not do the top booths. And that's another thing. I got 0 exhibitor pins. So Victoria, if you got that Darth Maul pin, you could trade. Definitely need it. Have you checked how many steps you did in the Japan trip overall? No, that is a good question. That is a good question. We got 20 minutes to Andor. I can't miss Andor. Let's see. Where can I get that information? Where's my health thing? Here we go. Yeah, you could. I guess you could share. Steps. Let's go to not today, not week. not month, or maybe the month. Um, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. So Star Wars Celebration, what was it, the 17th? It was the no, 17th was Thursday. So it's the 18th to the 19th and 20, right? Yeah, so let's go. Well, I could tell you on the 17th, that's the day we went to the museum in Kyoto and everything. I did 22,000 steps. Um, the other day on the 15th, I did 22,000 steps. In Star Wars Celebration, I did 17,000 steps. Yeah, it was a lot compared to my average steps a week when I'm back here at home. That was a lot. Let's see. Well, Rebel Scum, what's up? What's up, brother? How you doing? Glad to see you had a blast, buddy. What's going on? Alex, no, nope. 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I've walked 7 to 12 miles a day over there. Disney days were the heaviest. Oh my God. Hopefully you had a water bottle. So yes, I did not finish. I watched the closing ceremonies in the line in the queue. That's where I found out that it was going to LA. I took a picture from far away. Didn't get to see the closing ceremonies video. I didn't hear anything they were saying because there was like LA. I'm like, what? And then everybody's in line. It's in LA. It's in LA. It's in LA, but we're waiting. We're waiting to get our photo. And I got the photo, and then that's it. Star Wars Celebration was done. I know we were all meeting up at the hotel, which again was the best part. Was the meetups at the end of the night. We were ripping some packs. We had some good dinners. I had some good drinks. But that's it. Overall, my Star Wars Celebration experience, for me personally, I think two things: my planning and their planning did not make it the best. There was definitely some highlights there, but I think maybe again I gotta stick to, do I really need this photo in auto? Uh, have I met this person before? Is this somebody like, for example, Sam Whitworth did not get his auto because guess what? He's gonna be in Rebel Scum, so I'll get him in Rebel Scum. Um, the reason why I got the dual photo for Tamora and Daniel is because the last time they did it was in Anaheim and I didn't do it. So a lot of the things that I got was because I didn't do it before. Rosario's autograph. I could have got Rosario's autograph and Ashley and Rosario's dual photo op at MegaCon 2 years ago, but I didn't do it at MegaCon. So I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for another con. It didn't happen until Star Wars Celebration. So I didn't want to wait again. I'm like, yo, I gotta get Rosario because Ahsoka 2 is gonna come out. And I have a feeling the prices, whenever somebody's hot, and if you seen when Hayden started to hit the cons, 2 years ago, 3 years ago to now, the prices go up. So I'm like, yo, let me get Rosario now because after Ahsoka 2 comes out, it's gonna go up. So that's the only reason why I got the dual photo op, Rosario's autograph. Doug Chang doesn't do autographs that much, so I had to take advantage of that. Tomorrow and Daniel Logan only did it in Anaheim, their photo op, so I had to do it. And then Hayden and Rosario. I can't remember. I don't think this is the first time Hayden and Rosario did a photo op together, but it's Hayden and Rosario. You got to do it. But I didn't do a Hayden autograph because I knew that was going to take forever, and I already got Hayden's autograph. So A lot of the things that I did was because, I haven't, I don't want to miss up on the opportunity. And I'm grateful that I got all those autos and photos, but that kind of killed part of my celebration. And then obviously just the poor planning and timing and making sure that they stick to the time that they say. If they say 2:30, you should be able to let's start rolling everybody in at 2:30. But it happens. We got 15 minutes to Andor. Victoria and I walked 280,000 steps in total Japan. I gotta see how can I do it. I got the mall pin. I'll trade you for Padme. Let's go. Yerp. What up? What up, George? Johnny, hey bro, can't stop stay too long, but I found your channel during celebration. Had a blast seeing all your videos. Happy you had a great time, man. May the force be with you. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you for watching my videos, and may the force be with you as well, my man. Bad Toon Boy, your dual photo op with Hayden and Rosario was crazy. Yes, man. Yes, yes, yes. That one came out clean. That one came out pretty clean. All right, so the last two boxes of the mystery pins. I'm gonna open them up to see what I get. Again, at least I want one. I don't know what the other chase is. I really want the Force Ghost Yoda, but at this point, if I could get any chase right now, it would be kind of dope. And this pin is okay. Hey, it's somebody different. It's Ezra Bridger. Look at him. Look at him eyes though. Look at him eyes. He looks like he's been possessed by Thrawn. No, Thrawn has red eyes, but still, Thrawn is blue. As a rubber job. All right, let's see this pin right here. This one, ooh, it's short. It's short. Is it Yoda? It is. No, it's not short. It's not Yoda. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my third Ray pin. Yay. Definitely going to be giving this away as a freebie. All right. Last box. What they call last box magic. Last pack. Last pack magic. Can I get that Yoda? Okay, this one. Oh, oh, this one. Okay. I got a Yoda. Not the one that I wanted, but I got the little guy. We got the regular Yoda. Look at him. So cute and old. And the last one. The last one. Oh, snap. All right. I got another Ronin. That's fire. So I got another Ronin pin. My dog, I'm sorry if you hear in the background, my dog over there, I don't know if she vomited or something. But yeah, I gotta go check up on my dog. She got into something probably. But what else? I think that's all, overall, I wouldn't say Celebration Japan was the best celebration. To this day, I still feel Chicago was the best. But what I could say about this celebration was it was cool hanging out with everybody. I think the after part was pretty cool about the celebration. Um the exclusives with Hot Toy, that was crazy, and I'm fortunate to get it, and that was cool. The photo ops that I got were cool. Obviously just the planning, maybe put too much on my plate. The one thing that was kind of weird was the way the layout is, and I think I put it in my video. They had the food hall area, but it was way the f down on like hall 7, but like everything else was like the main part where like the photo ops, the autograph, the live stage, the Hasbro tops, and I want to even say Hot Toys and maybe Lego. Maybe not. No, Lego probably was in the other one. They were like in hall 1 through 4. So like the main action, the main where you're gonna be, where everybody's gonna be is 1 through 4. The food was all the way down at the end. I didn't even eat any of that food. To be honest with you, I think the first 2 days was Lawson's. Lawson's hooked it up with the meal. I didn't even I woke up and didn't eat anything. When I went back to the room to drop off the hot toy, day 1, my hotel was clutched. They got a Lawson's in the APA. So I picked up some chicken skewers, walked my way back. I think day 2, I did the same thing. Day 3, I was like, you know what? I'm eating the hotel breakfast. And if you guys did not eat at the APA hotel's breakfast, it was pretty good. And I was kind of mad, like, dang, I paid for breakfast and didn't even eat the first 2 days I was here, but I did eat the last 2 days. So breakfast was good. Yeah, I did not even mess with the food hall. I did like the food trucks outside. Kind of windy, kind of hot. Them plastic chairs. Jabba was worried that I was gonna break one of those plastic chairs, but food was good. It was dope, unique, because I never seen food trucks at Celebration before. But like I said, it was good. Overall, at the end of the day, I think every celebration has like pros and cons, and they're not gonna be perfect, and there's gonna be some complaint somewhere. Somebody's gonna complain somewhere. I'm just glad that I had the opportunity to go, and now I know it's always important to learn something going forward. So learn something going forward. Really try not to put too much on your plate because you don't know where things are going to be laid out. Because a lot of the pre-orders for autographs, photo ops go out way ahead before you get to see the exhibit floor and the layout. So you don't even know what if they had the photo ops all the way down in hall 7 and then they had the autographs all the way in hall 1. We don't know how they're going to lay things out. If you put too much in your plate, you're going to really be bouncing back and forth. So if this is your first celebration, unless you really, 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 truly need it, you know, stick to just enjoying and understand that you're not going to be able to see everybody, your friends, unless you travel with them. You guys going to stick together and tie each other's laces together. You're not going to see everything there, and you're not going to get into every panel unless you're VIP. VIP, that changes everything. VIP, you cruising. If you could afford going to VIP or get access to a VIP badge and you got the money, I would say do it because you're gonna have a smooth sailing experience. So before I go, let's see who is here. Da-da-da. Yeah, it's Lando. What? Lando Clarissis. Yeah. Another Ray laugh a lot giveaway streak. Let's go. Yup. I didn't eat any food there either. Got one meat and rice thing on a stick by Hall 9. Didn't even see the food trucks. What? Food hall, man, everything sold out so fast like hot toy. For real? That's crazy, man. There was a lot of people, man. And which was expected. It was expected. I mean, it's tough that I know so many people that didn't make the trip to Japan. One is expensive, and not everybody goes alone. Like I went just me. I have kids, I have, girl and but I could barely afford to take myself. So I know a lot of people skipped out this year in celebration because it was just too far. But I knew a lot of people from Europe, from Asia, they all traveled because when's the opportunity to go to Star Wars Celebration. So it was busy. It was busy in there and a lot of things sold out because you know for us, at least what I understand and what I know, for us here in America, we are very, how you could say, I'm trying to think of the word because I know there's a word for it, but we are very privileged, I guess you could say, um, having access to a lot of collectibles, having different, vendors and stores and ways that we could get things versus people out there in Europe and Asia. Like they don't always have access to everything. So when they got to Star Wars Celebration, they cleaned out. Like I never seen the Celebration store like that. Hot toy booth was empty. I never seen Lego like that before. You're telling me the food hall was empty. Everything was gone. People showed up and showed out in Japan. So, but I appreciate everybody. Shout outs to all. I think at one point almost 30 people in here listening to me and my feedback and watching me open up my mystery pins. Um, can't wait for 2027. I'll definitely see you guys there. I do have uh, another hot toy unboxing coming out soon. I got a Lego Live. I got a bro. This has been sitting here for almost a month, just chilling. We need the other part built on this skiff. So be on the lookout for Lego Live this week. This week, I'm done. I'm sick. This is sitting here right in front of me, and I'm sick of it. Like it's got to be done. So this week, be look out for whatnot. I got two whatnots. They're gonna be dropping. Pool box game. Got some slabs that should be coming in tomorrow, and then I also got a Japan haul video. So the things that I bought out in Japan, Nintendo, Pokemon centers, anime, Nintendo Museum, that video is coming out soon. So thank you guys to everybody. Hopefully everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Hey, it's 3 minutes to Andor. Let's get it. 3 episodes. I'm ready for 2027. That'll be my second. By the way, remember any of the food trucks vendors from Celebration 2022? I remember I had an amazing burrito. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes, there was food trucks in Anaheim because they had a pizza food truck, and I know Tony ate from there. And I think I want to say I had tacos. So yeah, you're right. There was food trucks. Thank you for the reminder in Anaheim. Totally remember that. But thank you guys for everything. Have a great night. Peace.